here's the shot wrecking expert.
You've said it now, eh?
Yeah,
That's it.
we're gonna miss this wreck. We won't, we're diving something, even if it's seabed again.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're on the mark. Come up to the mark. Now, and it's just showing. So we're running down it. Bang on the mark.
Today, our dive is going to be 40 odd metres. So we're going to do a semi-technical scuba dive and use stage cylinder, which consists of enriched air, in this case 50%, to allow us to cut down our decompression times on the bottom. Shorter hoses, aluminium tank for neutral buoyancy. We clip this to our sides, and we have an oxygen clean regulator because we have enriched air inside the tank. And we breathe this one because it's got 50% nitrox in it at a depth of 21 metres. That's all we need on the tank. We don't need our names on it, we don't need any other markings, just our depth that we breathe the tank at and the mixture of O2 that we put in the cylinder. And I've got this marked on every quarter of the tank so I can see it when this tank is strapped to my side like this.
Cool, and that 21 sticker helps another diver see then, because it's on the outside.
So when I do a changeover, I can either unclip it, go to my buddy and go, look at me breathing 21 metres. And that's it really.
We're all ready to go on a fairly shallow dive, but got my 40%, camera, strobes, redundancy, main reg. I've got twin 7s on the back, which were pumped to 300, but now they're down to 250 after doing all my checks. I think we're ready to go. Phil's got a slightly different setup to me. He's not doing the twin sets today.
But still got redundancy, 2 pillar valves. And as we said before, deco cylinder of 50. Job done.
Yeah,
I know
what's the target?
The LZ.
Welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be exploring a shipwreck known as the Mary Toovey, which sunk at the north of Herm on the 10th of November 1899. The Mary Toovey left St Sampson's with a cargo of crushed stone for London. So she was lost at sea for many years and no one actually knew where she was until the bell was found by divers. Considering we've had a couple of weeks of pretty poor visibility, this is actually okay. This is quite good viz with this wreck. So Phil now has got his torch on the what would be the front of the boiler. So on the reverse side of the boiler is where you'd put the coal in. You notice as soon as I put the lights on, there's a lot of backscatter, so I decide against that. At the moment, the consensus is leave the lights off. So this is Phil in front, and we have currently gone over to the starboard side of the vessel. We're swimming towards the stern. You can just see a shot of our strobes there. I'm just keeping an eye on Mole. He's making sure his strobe's on there. This shipwreck has gone under quite a bit of salvage, so that's why it's so in such a poor state. It's falling apart. This is all that remains of the twin cylinder engine. Not too impressed with the sea life on the shipwreck at the moment. It still seems very bare. And here we have the four-bladed propeller. This is a fairly small shipwreck. You could swim around it a couple of times on one dive. I was going to try and take a photograph of Molly and Phil either side of the propeller. This stern post is a magnet for fishing gear, especially crab pots. Quick glance at my computer tells me I'm at 9 minutes now. I'm planned to stay 20 minutes on the bottom, and I've got 1 minute left until I go into deco. See my little hand coming out to try and do the white balance. For the close shots in, I think the light actually helps rather than hinders, because the backscatter doesn't show up. And here's a load of pelt hiding behind the boiler. Pelt absolutely love metal objects. You'll find them on nearly any shipwreck in Channel Islands. You see there's actually two shankers in there, there's one behind as well. Must be a breeding pair. And now I have to do a decompression stop now. You can see that in the top right hand corner. It's told me I'm on 0 on my no decompression limit now. The metal dangling sound of two bits of metal sticking together, that's my contents gauge and my stage bowl. That's the hub off of a wheel, which would have been on the end of a winch or something similar. I'm looking for a nice conger eel or something to film, but there doesn't seem to be any on this wreck at the moment. You can see all the plates have got small round holes in, as because this vessel was of the era or was riveted together, not welded together. Molly's having a game of charades. Okay, it's a TV show. I'm so surprised there's hardly any fish on this shipwreck. He's a nice big sea urchin. So now we're in the first hold in front of the boilers, and all these stones here, the crushed stones, this was the cargo it was carrying to London, probably to go into asphalt or into some of the roads or something. Some lifting eyelets, that would have been on the end of a lifting derrick or on the end of a boom. It's actually quite hard to figure out what stuff is on this wreck. It's just all jumbled up, laying on the floor. So this is a combing with some foot irons for getting out the hold. You see them broken off. It's added me some more stops in now. It's saying my first stop is now at 9 meters. Down to half a tank now, so I need to start thinking about heading back up. Keep an eye on my bottom time, make sure I don't go over 20 minutes. There's some right bowling balls of sea urchins around here. And there's Molly's set up for his shot cam. You can check out that video, I've previously posted that one. What is interesting is when the shot's down, the fish come around quite easily, but as soon as we get there, the bobbles scare them away. So just a bit of courtesy there, telling Molly I'm on my way up. He'd be able to tell as soon as he gets back to the shot line because my strobes would be gone. That's it, we're already on the way up now. So Morley's going to trip the anchor, so he's going to connect the rope to the bottom of the anchor, so when it's pulled it looks like an umbrella rather than the opposite way around where it drags on everything. I've actually timed getting to the shipwreck and shotting it perfectly now because we are coming up and there's very little tide, which makes it for a lot better for us. That's Molly saying the visibility was good. So now I've got to do my first stop at 12 metres. I've got 1 minute at 12 metres. Now onto my stage bottle now. I've gone past 21 metres, I'm getting shallower. I've swapped over onto my 40%. It's just showing, it's telling me in yellow I'm still on air, I need to change it. Now I've changed it to nitrox 40 and my next stop is at 9 metres for 2 minutes. Completed my 9 metre stop now and it's telling me 15 minutes in total to the surface, so I know I've got a few more stops to do yet. that's my contents gauge and my stage bottle. I've got 120 bar left in my 40% O2, so loads left. And this is by far the worst thing about tech diving, is the long durations, especially from your 6 metre or even your 3 metre stop. You can be doing it for 15 minutes. Although we've both got the same computers, you can see that Phil's got his in open circuit tech mode. I've just got mine in as a multi-gas with a 40% nitrox, so I can swap my gases over.
Now safety stuff.
So I'll finish my safety stop as well now, which is 3 minutes, and it's still saying 1 minute total to surface, so I just take the last minute just to go up the last 3 metres. So that's a 45-minute dive for 20 minutes on the bottom at 40 metre.